So what does the CX head actually do? So build a deep understanding of customers, which is both the quantitative and qualitative, doing the customer research, doing the feedback surveys to feed into an analytical model. That's agenda item number 1 for a CX head. Then translating that into a design view. It's not all mathematics. Understanding this is where we want to focus. These are areas we are okay if we are just at par, right? Bringing that sharpness to the rest of the org. Then improving CX. A good CX head doesn't just stop at saying, improve this input metric from here to here. A great CX head actually goes and problem solves with the design and delivery teams to figure out what is it that is kind of blocking that, right? So there is skin in the game for them to do it as well, because it's ultimately hits their NPS. That's the full role of a CX head. And who makes for a great CX head? Someone who's a boundaryless problem solver, right? So in CX, there is no such thing as this is not my problem, right? Because everything is ultimately the customer problem and hence your problem. So someone who can take that end-to-end responsibility, and someone who can span that breadth across the org in terms of problem solving. And you need a good combination of kind of qualitative and quantitative thinking. And finally, the softer skill around influence, right? And being able to marshal the entire org around this vision. Those are the intrinsics. Typically, look for folks who've played design heavy, cross-functional product type of roles. And lastly, don't kind of nominate a very junior person to be your head of CX. In that case, you're much better off kind of having one of your CXOs double up as a CX head and have the junior person kind of do the operational work.